everyone, I'm Maki. The special edition of the movie Gundam Seed Freedom has been released in Japanese theaters. This version offers a glimpse of events after the main story, delighting fans of Athran and Cal-re. And fans were in for an even bigger surprise, the official announcement of Gundam Seed Freedom Zero. Since the film's release in late January 2024, director Mitsuo Fukuda has shared snippets about this new story at various events. Today, let's review the information revealed during the stage greeting held on November 1st. What mobile suits do you think will appear? Could we see the Freedom Gundam Zero facing off against the Justice Gundam Epion? The epilogue, in which Athran and Cal-re share a heartfelt conversation, had just ended, and as the audience began to gather their things to leave, an unexpected surprise lit up the screen production of Seed Freedom Zero confirmed. Usually, when such announcements are made, they consist of text only, simply informing fans that production has begun. Often it's just a monochrome sketch or still image. This approach is not uncommon for Gundam series announcements. For example, when the production of Gundam 00 movie was announced, only a cryptic image of Jupiter and the mysterious light was shown. For the Zero announcement, however, fans were treated to actual animated footage. They even got a glimpse of a battle scene between Gi and Strom and the Strike Freedom Gundam. Director Fukuda commented on this unique approach to X, saying, "Here we are announcing the start of production, but we are already showing finished scenes from the main content. I couldn't help but laugh at my own work. It's like we are practically finished." Normally, when production is announced, fans know they'll have to wait a little while for everything to be finished. But with this preview, it's clear that the footage is already finished, an exciting surprise. We may be able to see Freedom Zero sooner than we thought. Let's also take a look at director Fukuda's comments from the stage. Thanks to the support of all the fans, we are able to bring Zero to the screen. My work as a director is almost complete, as the most important parts were completed 20 years ago. Originally, it was supposed to be released as an anime after the conclusion of Seed Destiny. Prior to any film adaptation at that time, I was commissioned for the project under the concept of something similar to MS Buoy. If it hadn't been for the commercial success of Freedom, this work might never have been produced. Then one of the stage event staff asked Fukuda a question, "Will we be able to see this new anime without waiting another 20 years?" With a smile, Fukuda replied the voice recording has already been completed. He also shared some insights into the content of Zero and Freedom. Some of the scenes originally written for Zero were adapted for Freedom. For example, the conversation between Kira and Lars on the beach. And about half of the battle scenes shown at the beginning of Freedom are elements used from Zero's battle sequences. For those who watched Freedom and wondered what happened in the past, Zero will provide the answers. It's really surprising that the voice recording is already done. With much of the animation done and the audio in place, it's reasonable to hope for an early release. Is there anything that has caught your attention? Personally, I'm intrigued by the point that Zero started as a project under the MS Buoy concept. MS Buoy is a project aimed at creating variations of mobile suits, enriching the depths of the world, and expanding the fun of imagining different mobile suit actions. In fact, the 105 dagger, which shines in many of the movie's battle scenes, was born out of the MS Buoy concept. During Siege War, the Strike Dagger mobile suit took center stage. The strike dagger was produced with a simplified design to meet the demands of war. The 105 dagger, on the other hand, was built to the original design specifications. Seeing the 105 dagger in action reflects the MS Bowie-inspired essence of Zero. In Seed Destiny, the Dagger L emerged as the officially adopted production model. This mobile suit aimed to maintain the performance of the 105 dagger while lowering production costs, essentially making it the successor to the 105 dagger. Midway through the story, the more advanced mobile suit, Gundam, also appeared, and in the movie, the 105 dagger fights alongside it. Many viewers may have wondered why the 105 dagger instead of the Dagger L. The answer lies in the intention to continue the spirit of the MS Bowie in these scenes. What kind of MS Bowie mobile suits will appear in Zero? There's definitely a chance that new MS Bowie mobile suits will appear. The Seed series often features Raijin mobile suits originally used by the Zeon Forces, the enemy faction from the original Gundam series. Fan favorites such as the Zaku Warrior, Gal Ignited Dome Trooper Gian Strom, and Galguk Menace have added to the fun. The reappearance of the Zugok was also a big surprise. There is a possibility that Zeon mobile suits could return, perhaps even with Zeo the Meteor in action. It's not out of the question. Looking at director Fukuda's past statements, it seems likely that Shin Asuka will play a central role in the story. During the stage introduction, Fukuda mentioned that the story follows Shin as he recovers from the emotional scars of war, regains his cheerful personality, and decides to pilot the Justice Gundam. In Seed Freedom, Kira and Lost were the main characters, driving the narrative. In Zero, it seems likely that we'll see Shin's journey to rediscover his positive attitude. What kind of story do you think will unfold? Personally, I'm intrigued by the potential conversation between Shin and Mulo Flavor. In response to a fan's question at the stage introduction, Fukuda said, "Shin and Kagori have made up. They both understand that the circumstances were a result of the war. The same goes for Mu. But pay attention to Mu's face. He still bears a scar, a mark that symbolizes his time as a Phantom Pain commander and the life that Logo saved. In the cosmic era, medical technology has advanced to the point where scars can be completely erased. Take Isaac as an example. During the Seed conflict, Isaac chose to keep his scars a reminder of his hatred for his enemies and his own sense of inadequacy. However, after learning that hatred can lead to tragic consequences, Isaac chose to have his scar removed. Mu, on the other hand, chose to keep his scar. There may be a personal reason behind this decision, something perhaps reflecting his own experiences. I hope Zero will explore these themes as well. Thank you for watching to the end. See you next time.